Otherworldlyculture.com. I don't know what to say right now. .com. Oh, hey, hold on.
Hey, hold on.
An umpire and a vampire square off week after week, reviewing movies outside their own strike zone. I almost said reuniting. This week's movies: the 1987 horror classic Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and the 1988 Johnny Be Good, starring Anthony Michael Hall, Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, Uma Thurman, Lawrence Fishburne, and Jennifer Tilly. Now two guys who are the epitome of total confidence and zero awareness. Tim Kretschmann and Jeff Miller.
Speak for yourself, sailor.
You have no idea.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
You have zero awareness.
What are you talking about?
I have at least a couple percentages.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Dead on the Bases. This is where I, a true blue horror aficionado, I'm subjected to horrible sports movies by my friend who is a sports fan, and I give him nice, wholesome horror films to experience. I'm Tim Kretschmann, and he's Jeff Miller.
DOTB. No, anyways. Hey, you looked at me kind of weird. Did I say something wrong in the intro? Did I say someone's name wrong? Englund?
There's something on your... What's going on?
Robert Englund?
England is England. It's like England.
Well, he spelled it wrong.
And Langenkamp, not Langencramp or whatever you said.
She might have cramps when she was doing this. I don't know.
She might have.
But Englund, why would you spell with a U then? That's dumb.
I don't think it was his idea as to how to say his name.
Do you think maybe his parents just want to say they're from England and they just said England? Because England, why have a U in there? Don't even have a U in there.
Jeff, how did you get the name Miller? How much time did you put into being named Miller?
I put in zero time.
Were you thinking, you know what I'd like? I'd like a name that everybody else seems to already have.
If you want a 30-second version of how I got the name Miller, I can tell you.
Oh, my God.
So my grandparents' parents came over here from Poland, right?
This is already too long.
And they had a Polish last name. They were avoiding the war. They came over here. They had a Polish last name. They're like, we got to make this Americanized, and they picked Miller. So I mean, my last name is supposed to be something.
Did they or did the people at Ellis Island pick it out?
Well, that I don't know. I don't know that.
Because I know a lot I'm of German heritage. I know everyone was shocked to hear that. And a lot of the people that emigrated when my parents did, which was after World War II. Yeah. A lot of people, they didn't get a choice. It's like, we're going to make this name easier for people to pronounce it in umlauts. Okay. You know, those two little dots over stuff. They would anglicize that. And by that, what I mean is, instead of keeping two little dots, they would put an E after whatever the vowel is. That's what real cheap typesetters would do in Germany if they didn't have the umlaut. They, let's say it was a U, like Munich, has two umlauts over it. When you write it out, it's M-U-E.
Really?
M-S-C-H, yeah.
I have a umlaut in my...
They also have it's München instead of Munich. But that's a whole other kettle of fish.
I have a what's that, umlaut? What is it?
Umlaut.
I have an umlaut in my trivia tonight.
Oh.
But
there was an umlaut in title to Spinal Tap, and that didn't help them because they didn't make much money. Huh?
But my last name wasn't like Milleriski. It was not even close to Miller. So they said, well, you're going to be a Miller.
Yeah.
It wasn't close.
They had a stamp.
It started with a K. It started with a K, Tim. A K. And it ended with a Vitch.
Well, let me tell you something. Last names that start with a K are statistically better than any other.
That was smart on my part. I didn't even know I was being smart.
Yeah. Hey, tonight I'm stuck with watching Johnny Be Good.
You were stuck with it.
And Jeffy Baby, after about 13 false starts.
I had to come over here and watch it.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
But I watched it twice in a period of 4 days. and I still enjoyed it.
But
So.
the thing of it is I didn't have Tango with me, so it was a little different for me to watch it.
Yeah. Actually, when I told my brother, who is one of our biggest fans, when I told him that you were coming over, he's like, how is he going to go?
It's true.
How is he going to go?
It's true. I'd have my animal support vehicle or whatever. I don't know.
Whatever you would call him. Let's just call him Tango.
Tango's awesome.
All right.
Sometime, can we put a picture of him up?
Oh, we'll do that sometime.
Okay, cool.
It'll scare everybody.
Yeah, Tango's awesome. Go ahead.
He is a frightening animal.
Well, he is not.
I saw him take down a wolf one time. Just bit him right on the neck, pull him to the ground.
Can I just tell a quick story, please? Quick.
Go ahead.
So when we got Tango's a sheepadoodle, right? So we got him from Virginia. We brought him back home, and where my wife Debbie and I were living in an area where it was surrounded by forest. Mm-hmm. And what we did is Tango would want to go outside, and this is when he's very small. When we just got him, he would want to go outside and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So you accommodate him, you get it going. So we'd go outside, and he would go, and then he'd go to the bathroom, and you could see his little paw prints in the snow because it's around snow time. And I had a trail cam out there. I kid you not. The next morning I checked it out. A little bit after Tango was out there were coyotes walking in our yard.
We got a lot of coyotes now.
Sniffing up his scent. So I'm glad that Tango's still with us.
Yeah, there's a lot of coyotes in this area. It's actually kind of a joke.
Muskego, Wisconsin.
A lot of Facebook groups about all these coyotes. They have one in this neighborhood too that comes out.
Are there more coyotes or more haunchies?
That's unknown. That's unknown. All right, so I saw the 1988
Double 8
Johnny Be Good. This is one of those movies that could only be made with Anthony Michael Hall when he already had a number of hits to his name. In IMDb, the plot is Johnny's the top high school football player and many colleges want him. His girlfriend, coach, and best friend want him into college, serving themselves the most. Okay?
Yeah.
I thought that was an exceptional plot description. I don't usually
it's true.
Put those out there, but it really does encapsulate what a movie that is a complete and utter mess and disaster.
What?
Oh, you'll hear. I have 33 pages of why this movie sucks here. But I'll try to keep it brief for everybody here. The film tells a story about the extraordinary lengths that colleges will go to, at least at that time, to recruit high school football heroes.
And this is actually coming on, Tim, I'm sorry, but this actually is coming on the heels of Southern Methodist University, SMU. They got nailed with a bunch of fines for doing such a thing. And that's why I think this movie came out when it did. SMU got hit in 87. This is an 88 movie. I think this is trying to do that, but go ahead.
Probably. Yep. Now, here's the thing, though.
Yep.
With comedy, what you want to do is exaggerate.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I don't know that they're exaggerating a whole hell.
Oh, they exaggerated a lot in there.
I don't know. Because
what they did it down in Old Texas and out in California?
Yeah, by getting hookers and drugs for potential football stars. I'm sorry. All they've done in the interceding, what has it been, 40 years or so?
Yeah.
All they've done is now they're making it official that they can just hand the money directly to the kids.
Exactly, you're right.
I don't know. Now, this movie's set in Ashford High School. We never learn if this is in the Midwest, South, North. It's probably the Midwest because they want to make out, the Deep South and the East Coast and California and all that stuff. But it's that kind of lack of detail that this movie just doubles down on all the time. Everything's a broad stroke. This is a film that is more a collection of anecdotes. It's just a collection of short stories.
I guess I can ride with that.
It's like, Okay, now we're going to LA. Here's what happened. Now we're going to Texas. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. It's all these. It's very episodic. You could almost see it. Now, if Netflix was making this today, it'd be like 13 episodes and even more boring. So at least we didn't get that. But it doesn't really even settle on a theme until you're an hour in. And here's the thing. I was already feeling like I was under assault at that point. The movie peaks near the end, which is where a movie should peak. And then...
That's what she said.
The character of Johnny, played by Anthony Michael Hall, has a little speech at the auditorium. And it's completely out of place. Because it felt to me like a defendant that claims to find Jesus just before sentencing. It's like, he was playing along. He wasn't saying, oh, this is bad. He wasn't complaining about it. In fact, he was complicit. He's trying to get a better deal for himself. And then, oh, well, this isn't what sports is supposed to be. Shut up. Honest to God, when he was making that speech, I had already written down, these are the big points he's going to say at some speech at the end of the movie. I had written it down, and it was like a checklist.
So the thing of it is, Tim,
like
as much as I previously have enjoyed this movie, yeah. I agree with you on that final speech. That final speech was kind of not the way it should have been.
It's also, part of the problem is Anthony Michael Hall is completely miscast in this movie. His character, the way that people react to him, the things that people say to him, he's an arrogant high schooler that has amazing physical abilities, right?
Yes.
Then you get Anthony Michael Hall, who doesn't look the part. There's a reason he played the nerd and not Emilio Estevez's jock in The Breakfast Club. There's a reason. He doesn't look right. And he really doesn't do arrogance well. The whole movie just seemed to be wish fulfillment for Anthony Michael Hall, of people saying, oh, you are so great, you're so wonderful, because he's probably the reason they greenlit the movie. But it doesn't work. His acting is pretty bad again. He attempts to play drunk a couple times in here. The only way you can tell he is drunk is because he stumbles over things.
Okay, I get that, but I don't think he's the worst physical specimen for this. If you put Robert Downey Jr. as a quarterback, that would be worse. I think Anthony Michael Hall could pull off a quarterback position. Yes, he could. I honestly feel that.
Okay, but the arrogance is a big part of things.
Yeah, I get you.
Having confidence is a big part of things.
He does have a swagger.
No one can look as awkward as Anthony Michael Hall when he's trying to be cool.
I get you.
It actually hurts.
You heard it?
Somebody, if they would have put Tom Cruise in this, in this role, you would have said that's a guy that's a football player.
Okay,
that's a guy. He's arrogant.
Okay,
I mean, Tom Cruise has played this character 1,000 times to perfection.
Sure.
This is terrible. His acting in this is horrendous. And while I'm at it, Robert Downey Jr., who I think is very, very talented, and I'm a big cheerleader of him, he's pretty damn annoying in this thing.
He is. I agree with you.
Pretty damn annoying. I continue to say, a lot of people always go, oh, he was so good in Iron Man. And please, people, check out a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That is Robert Downey Jr.'s greatest performance.
Oh, really?
Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's with Val Kilmer, and it's like a it's kind of like LA Confidential kind of film noir type of
I
thing.
get it.
But he's a total wise ass throughout. That's what I like in my Robert Downey Jr. This was just hammered up Robert Downey Jr. And by the way, okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. By the way, this is not even the worst movie that Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. were in together. The worst is a little ditty I call Hail Caesar. Have you ever seen this?
No. I know.
This is a movie that Anthony Michael Hall was allowed to direct. This again.
Oh, God.
The only way this gets greenlit is a star that's able to push his weight around. I think this is the movie, by the way, that he stopped being a star almost immediately because of this movie. It was terrible. The existence of that film actually keeps this movie from being a 1. Because I'm like, it's at least better than one other movie.
Oh, no.
I'm convinced that my familiarity with truly rotten cinema here is actually helping you, Jeff. Because you give 2s and 3s out so easy, and I'm like, I can always think of worse movies to shove underneath it to cover up how horrible your selections are.
Before you move past Robert Downey Jr., RDJ, so he did get
AMH and RDJ.
He did get nominated for Academy Award for Charlie Chaplin. Did you see that? Was that worth it?
That's actually a
So how do you feel about him in that?
He was good in that.
Okay.
I prefer, because
just curious.
He's actually playing that character very well.
Okay.
But Robert Downey Jr.'s real gift is sarcasm.
Yes.
In my mind.
Okay.
And like when he got hired to play Tony Stark, Iron Man, I was like, thank God. He's absolutely perfect.
Gotcha.
Because before that, the rumor was that Tom Cruise was getting that.
Get out of here.
Role. And
oh no.
He could have done it, but he would not. They would have changed the character of Tony Stark to
oh
fit
God.
him.
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It would have been different. Now, did you know I was sitting there through the whole movie. I'm like, who is that guy? I know this guy. The guy that plays the NCAA inspector is actually Robert Downey Jr.'s dad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he actually directed the movie that they're singing in the drive-in. It's called Putney Swope. It's a movie I never watch, but often, because again, I'm going to go back to my huge expertise on horrible cinema. It gets brought up so often. I had seen that scene before. And it
really
is horrid. Horrid. Could you not notice what a horrible movie that was?
Well, yes, I could. But
and even at one point, the NCAA guy goes, ugh, this movie sucks. And that's how I put it together. I'm like, I think that's him. But yeah, Robert Downey Sr. was playing the
Tim,
NCAA.
you know how bad my cinema is.
Yeah.
Zombieverse, come on. I have a hard time picking good movies. Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm well aware of it.
Keep going.
Paul Gleason is in this movie, who, was the principal in the Breakfast Club, so he's worked with Anthony Michael Hall before.
Yes.
And he was like the lead cop in Die Hard.
Yes, he was.
He does have the best line in the movie, which is, if you want sympathy, look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis.
Cool.
I'm saving everybody the time of watching this movie because that's the only thing
you want to watch
saying.
this movie, people. Trust me.
Okay, so let's look at one point, Anthony Michael Hall orders like 50 pizzas.
Yeah.
Has elephants and a stripper delivered to his home. Do all sorts of other stuff. Here's my question to you.
Question.
What did he do so fucking bad?
Well, first of all,
what did he do to deserve all that holy hell? Because
he didn't. He was just a stern coach. That's it. He was just a stern coach.
And what he did, well, the actual reason, see, you missed it too. The motive was, he set me up to go to Piermont.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
He didn't even go. Anthony Michael Hall stood him up. I would say standing him up was a far meaner thing than these stupid elephants and strippers because it screwed up his job at Piermont.
Yeah.
So what the hell? What that just, if it was anybody other than Paul Gleason, who you just every minute he's on the screen, you want to hate him because of his other roles. If it was anybody else, you'd be like, what a freaking prick. Hall is.
Yeah.
I mean, just terrible. Okay, now, one thing that you can't gloss over is that this was one of Uma Thurman's first movies. She got an introducing credit, but I'm pretty sure she did something else, but who knows if it was just a matter of when they got released or that sort of thing. It was very early on in her time. I got to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Does Uma Thurman do it for you?
Early on, yes.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
I am not an Uma Thurman lover.
I'm not.
I'll tell you, Michelle Pfeiffer and Morgan Fairchild. That's
your wheelhouse.
I love it.
No, but see, I'm not
Thurman.
I'm not a Uma now.
She's very cute in this, but I'm watching the whole time and I'm like, who watched this and said we gotta really make her a star?
No one did. No one did.
I didn't see it. Okay, now she certainly can butcher a chicken. This is certainly something that she can do.
You got it.
She can butcher a chicken. No, she cannot butcher a chicken. Did you watch? She sits there and she's ripping it.
Yes,
She doesn't even use the knife. You know why? Because this movie needed more murder. It needed more murder.
Kill Bill.
What a bunch. She learned somewhere along the line, probably trying to keep Quentin Tarantino from doing horrible things to him. At least that's alleged. But it's like, they have a scene for no reason happen where she's the butcher. First of all, someone her
Here we go, people. Here we go.
A high school student isn't going to be allowed alone in the butcher shop to butcher stuff. That's just never going to happen. And give me that. You said you were going to give that back to me.
I'm done. I'm done.
That gets put away.
I'm going to bring my own next week.
It's in the Jeffrey zone. All right. And then, okay, her character is so weird. She opens up her closet. There's a ventriloquist dummy hanging in the closet. Never referenced. It's like, yeah, she's dissociative or something. She's got a ventriloquist dummy here. She's just a nut burger.
Okay, that's better.
Then let's go with George Hall. You know who George Hall was? He played Grandpa.
Yes.
Okay?
With the lures.
Right. Grandpa is best known for playing the old Indiana Jones in the young Indiana Jones Chronicles, the TV series.
Never saw it.
But to me, I will always remember him from AMC's first television series. Do you know what that was named?
You know I don't.
It was called Remember When, WENN. And it was a half-hour sitcom based during World War II at a radio station where they did stage drama.
And you watched this?
It was great. It was one of the best comedies I ever saw.
I'm amazed.
It's available, I believe, on Plex, everybody. Check it out. Marshall Bell's about the best thing in it because he's like this doddering old... I'm sorry, not Marshall Bell. George Hall is the best thing in it. He's kind of a doddering old fool.
Yeah.
Having said that, he's so much better in those movies and projects. It isn't even worth talking about him as Grandpa. I said Marshall Bell. I didn't mean to earlier. That was Uma Thurman's father.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you recognize him?
I recognized him, but I can't place it.
Okay. Well, he plays Quato in Total Recall.
That's it.
Oh, spoiler. Spoiler on a movie that's like 100,000 years old.
But are you talking about Total Recall Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or Total
Arnold
Recall?
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
He's the guy that has
the
thing on his chest. He's in here. I like him as an actor. But he's wasted. It's like a 2-scene.
Yep.
Why do they even establish him as a character when they're not going to do anything?
I think maybe to show that Johnny's a rebel and he wants to date his daughter, I guess. Who knows?
It seems like being mad at a marshmallow to me because there's nothing there.
Unless it's in Ghostbusters, that's a marshmallow to be mad at.
One of my favorite cast members is John.
Reaction.
Yeah, it got as much as I wanted to give it. John Pankow.
Yes.
Who is probably best known for being Mad About You. He the LA guy here.
I know who you're talking about.
And I'm so surprised because this is not the only time he played LA. He also was in The Live and Die in LA.
Oh, yes, that's right.
He was
with William
Peterson's sidekick, I guess.
William S. Peterson.
Okay. But I always know John Pankow from The Secret of My Success.
Yes, he's in that too.
Right.
You're right.
Right. I always kind of considered him very New York because of Secret of My Success and Mad About You.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this and I'm like, I don't really get an LA vibe off of him.
No.
Now, I will say I enjoyed the part that they walk past the neon sign that says pharmacy and steroids. I'm laughing more now than I did while watching the movie. I went, oh, that's okay. Now, Jennifer Tilly was a welcome addition to the cast. Again, totally wasted. Didn't really, she got like 2 scenes. Again, why do you create a character, show them for 1 scene, and then just not doing it again?
You know that I've met her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You've told me that on the red carpet, wasn't it? Or,
well, it was actually
a media event.
In media day,
yeah.
I had my hand on her back.
I can think of other play. Anyway.
Bareback.
Yeah. Seymour Castle played the president of Piermont. He's a great character actor. He's done a million things. And I was like, well, he did his thing here where he kind of plays a hard ass and all that. But here's some weird things. I looked a little bit into the director, and this is the only thing he's directed for probably good reason. Of note.
Damn.
But I didn't think this movie was particularly well edited. Like, the sound effects were awful. There's a scene where the boys are slapping each other, kind of having a little slap fight or whatever. Yeah. And they had full-on punch sound effects. I know which punch sound effects those are because they were used throughout the 1980s on every canon movie. It was like the sound. I mean, they're loud, you know? And I'm like, what the hell is going on? It didn't make any sense. And then there's like when Gleason meets Grandpa at the fish shop. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's driving around in a Pacer, which is supposed to be the joke of it. Okay, fine. But when he pulled up, they don't show him pulling up. There's just a sound effect of a crash for no reason. Then they pan when they're done talking out to his car. Nothing happened to it. So what was this sound effect for? It was just idiotic. Now the coach at State, was played by Steve James. I don't know if he ever played any ball. He looks like the type of guy that would be a football player or something like that. But I do know he did a lot of action movies.
Okay.
And he did as good as he could. I didn't understand why Jim McMahon was in there as the greatest quarterback of all time. Isn't he the second stringer?
No.
Jim McMahon?
He won a Super Bowl with the Bears in '85.
He was the backup quarterback.
No, he was. He's the backup for the Packers.
Yeah.
This is in '88. This was 3 years after he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, how many times did he win the Super Bowl?
He won it once. He won it once and he won it once.
The greatest quarterback of all time.
Who knows?
Is a one-time wonder.
You know where he went to college?
Where?
Brigham Young.
Okay. That makes him a Mormon?
BYU.
Okay.
Do you know why he can only see out of one?
Bring your own jokes.
You know why he can only see? You know why he can only see out one eye?
Why?
He gets stabbed with a fork in the other one.
Oh my god!
When he was a kid.
I need to give that kid some money. All right.
Bring your own jokes. That's not even BYU.
Okay.
That's not. No, that doesn't spell out right. That doesn't spell right.
I don't want to have B and J in there. Okay.
It's not. It's BYJ. No, you got me mixed up. Go ahead.
Okay. So.
What about Howard Cosell? Howard
Cosell was in there in a totally ridiculous cameo that made no sense. And they're like, oh, we got 10 minutes with Howard. Oh, let's make up a scene. That's what happened. I guarantee you that's what happened. Music was by one of the musical selections was John Astley. That was the only thing I was happy about. No, Jane's getting serious.
Wait. John Ashley, is that the one who sings that one song?
No.
That's Rick Astley.
John Astley was a new wave performer that I actually like.
Okay. So then it must be okay.
It.
So I'm going to get a great rating on this.
Okay.
I'm going to get an awesome rating because you like them.
We gotta get myself back set up for your favorite section, and that would be the horror movie
DVP
connection.
DVP.
Well, I have horror movie connection up on the screen.
Okay.
So we're doing that, and then we'll go to DVP.
You do what you gotta do.
All right.
Wait, horror. Oh, yeah.
Okay. First of all, before I get into it, any of these stars, you can see the list there. Any of them you think are
Well, do you want me to look at the list?
You can look at the list.
So what's the question?
The question is, did any of them hit you as horror icons, or you haven't done a lot of horror?
So I can tell you the only one that, when it comes to horror, I'm not going to even look.
Okay.
The one that comes to horror that I can only think of is Jennifer Tilly because I know she's in Chucky.
Correct.
That's the only one I can think of. So let's go.
Actually, 10% of the 132 movies she had, 14 of them
Really?
are horror films.
14 of them?
Mostly Chucky stuff.
Damn.
But she was also in the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion movie.
Never saw that.
That was the only other one of real note.
All right, let's roll.
There were a lot of Chucky titles. Anthony Michael Hall should also at this point be considered a horror icon. He's at 11% of his total output.
Really?
105 movies.
What the heck?
12 of them are considered horror. One, Halloween Kills, that just came out not too long ago. He had a significant role in, but he also was in the Stephen King series The Dead Zone for many, many years on television. So he's had a fair amount of that sort of work. Now, Robert Downey Jr., as you might think, not a whole lot. He was in Gothica, but also he was involved in the MCU before they all became horrible. So you can't really count those.
Okay.
Uma Thurman.
Uma!
She was in The House that Jack Built, which I have not seen, but I'm told is, not horrible. Which, in horror circles, that means go see it anyway. But she's very low percentage, 4%. Paul Gleason, who I thought there might be more for, he only had 8 movies, 5% of 156 credits. One of them was Abominable with Tiffany Shepard.
Yes. T.S.
He was in He Knows You're Alone and Maniac Cop 3. So those are fairly decent titles. Also in He Knows You're Alone is Steve James, much smaller.
He Knows You're Alone.
Yeah, it's decent flick. Also in that movie, a very young Tom Hanks. Mm. So I already told you about Jennifer Tilly. That brings us to Marshall Bell.
MB.
He has an 8% rating of horror films. He is probably best known to horror fans as being in The Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. That's the one I didn't show you. And it's because I don't think it's particularly strong.
Not a Hall of Famer yet.
Not yet. But that is the horror movie connection, which of course leads us to
DMV. No, DVP.
You almost said DMV is where you get your stuff done.
I know. I got to go there pretty soon.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I made a pretty cool connection here, and I'm not going for the shortest all the time. It's always like,
that's what she said.
Who might be an interesting connection? So I got Anthony Michael Hall was a bit part in The Dark Knight.
Really? He was?
Yeah, I think he was like a cop or something like that. Eric Roberts was head of a crime family, if I remember correctly, in The Dark Knight. And he was in a movie as the president in First Dog. And I picked that movie.
I like that.
Because First Dog is one that connects a lot of people to DVP. This is going to be a key movie you're going to see over and over and over.
Just like, is Pauly Shore dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be that type of movie. I'm going to save that movie poster because it connects all over the place. But I was surprised that Eric Roberts was a one-step to DVP.
Eric Roberts. Yeah, I know who that is.
Well.
Isn't that Julia's brother, right?
They're related.
There's some related.
I think it's the brother, but I'm not 100%.
And wait, before you go into your rating,
Yeah.
Was Dark Knight?
I would put that off if I were you.
Is Dark Knight? Is that the Christian Bale? Which one is that?
Yes, that's the Christian Bale one. That's the second one with the Joker, Heath Ledger.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. So I couldn't give it a 1 because Hail Caesar exists.
Thank you. Hail Caesar!
I didn't give it a 2 because I was going to give it a 2 if Jeff was going to have a conniption over here. But I have seen worse films that were just done unprofessionally, were made by a director that doesn't speak English. It wasn't that. Technically, it had its challenges, but it wasn't that bad. There were like professionals, a union shoot, all that sort of thing. So I'm going to be very generous today and give it a 3.
Gee, thanks.
But
Tim.
I, honest to God, will never watch this thing again.
I need to ask.
I'm mad that I watched it once.
No, you're not.
I am.
So that's the first time you ever watched it?
Yeah.
Okay, see.
And also, the last.
I watched it for the first time on the big screen at Budget Cinema. So I think maybe the big screen could weigh it a little bit more.
No, not a chance.
Dolby Stereo? Dolby Stereo?
What?
Dolby Stereo?
Dolby Stereo?
Yeah, like surround.
No, I had pretty good surround in here. Here's the thing. Don't care. The sound effects were terrible anyway. You know what? I need some ass. Let's push it up.
All right.
I love First Madness. Yay!
Let's make some merch money.
Pretty good. It went right over your face.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It would be nice if it just blocked us all out.
Yeah.
We will return you to the regularly scheduled program in just a moment.
Let's make some merch money.
Dead on the Bases has
Coming
this
back to horror.
high-quality, durable garment at our store or a fine partner location. Get our classic and classy tees that really shine, worn out on their own. And what else do we have coming in the line?
I'm thinking about getting coasters, and I'm thinking about getting tumblers like Yetis. I don't know, man. I think we got a market going. I don't know.
As always, Jeff, you are so right. Get this fabulous product now at a location near you. Dead on the Bases.
Yeah, it's
when
the
you
game.
care.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And when you are.
Open it up Muskego style.
That was back when Jeff still called me and left me messages.
No, I learned my lesson.
He learned after that.
I learned.
Yeah, it took a while, but we got you learned up. Hey, we do want to remind everybody, please like and subscribe, review the show. We really need all the help we can get.
Where's my email address?
That's coming later.
Okay. That's what she said.
Just calm yourself down.
That's what she said.
For a moment.
That's what she
if you
said.
could, please. So let's start things
She's
off.
always saying, please.
We're going to look
please.
at Horror Realm first today.
Oh, okay.
We're going to switch things up just a little bit.
Horror Realm, yes.
And Horror Realm is coming February 27th and March through March 1st in 2026. You still can get your films in. What's
No, I will talk to you in a minute about something that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
No, I have something to talk about.
Now you don't see it.
No, that's not what I'm
right.
talking about.
Okay, well.
Oh, but that's what I'm talking about.
Let's
Okay.
pay attention to
I'm sorry.
the
Horror
show
Realm
we're doing.
Film Festival.
Thank you.
Sorry.
We got the Horror Realm Film Festival. You can still get your movies in if you would like them considered for the film room. We have a great guest list coming to Horror Realm, including William Katt, believe it or not, the greatest American hero, who also was in the classic horror films House and Carrie.
He looks like he hasn't aged at all.
Well, that's an old picture.
Okay,
Trust
well,
me,
whatever.
I've seen it. Andrew Divoff, who was in Air Force One, but also in the Wishmaster films. Great actor. I really like him. Jeffrey Kramer, of course, you know I'm going to talk about that. That's our deputy from the Jaws, the first two movies in the series. A personal favorite of mine. I can't wait to meet him. Eduardo Sanchez, the director of the Blair Witch Project. And we have Allie from AEW is coming out for the show as well. Along with from Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan favorite Bill Moseley and Caroline Williams will both be out for Horror Realm this year. And from the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies, we have Eric Freeman, Robert Bryan Wilson, and Tara Buchanan. Yeah, it took a little to get that out.
RBW.
She, what?
RBW.
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 What's RBW?
Dude's name.
Oh my God.
Robert Bryan Wilson.
Oh my God. Other people that will be there. Why don't you read that first one for us?
What? I can't see that from here. It's like, are you kidding me?
Don't
right
worry,
now?
I put that in the script for you.
Out of the narrow.
Ottaviano Delacque.
Yeah, well, they better get.
Ottaviano Delacque. I think I got it right.
Well,
I worked on that. Jennifer Jostin and Dina DiLorenzo. You probably know her from Ash versus the Evil Dead TV series. And Grim Life Collective is coming back. It's been 2 years. Those podcasts.
When I meet Ottawa, I'm going to just say Oda. I'm just going to call him Oda.
Is that what you're going to do?
I'm going to say Oda. Hey, what's up, Oda? He's going to understand.
Hey, I don't know. He seems pretty Italian. I don't know how much.
Oh, he might not
I don't know
understand
how
English.
much English he speaks.
Oh, spaghetti, ragu,
Oh my God.
fettuccine.
Be offensive without being. Oh no, can't do that.
Fettuccine.
Hey, do you know what's coming next week on
Lamborghini.
Thursday, October 9th? We're going to have Dead on Thursdays. Will be Dead on movie reviews.
Those are so good.
With Mike Cieslik, Susie McIntyre, Tracy DeLeon, and me. This is significant because we have, well, that I'm going to be on, but also because we're going to have Susie and Tracy for the first time on the same show.
a lot of X chromosomes.
We don't have a lot of female participants, so it's great to get them together.
A lot of double X, but I'll say that show is one of my favorites because you guys really know your horror in that show. I love that show.
I'm very much looking forward to the reviews on that program. We want to do a shout out to our friends at Darkside Collectibles out there in Pittsburgh. And they are going to have a special sports related and
Nice.
horror related. It's almost like it's made for our show.
It is.
A Mighty Evening with Sean Weiss, who, of course, was in the Mighty Ducks films and has recently made a horror film. So they're going to be premiering that. I don't know if it's the absolute first time, but they're going to be showing it February 7th. And you can sign up at the website that we'll have in the show notes and in the chat.
I think the name of the movie is Blood on the Ice.
What do you... Okay. It's not. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about this show.
Blood on the Ice.
Can you tell me anything about
Yes.
this show? Do you know anything about it?
It's Monday Mayhem with McIntyre and Miller. So I'm on a show with Susie McIntyre. It's a lot of fun. I just don't even want to ruin any of it, but it's just a fun show. We're going to talk about whatever we talk about. And if we don't talk about it, we're not going to say it, but we'll be talking about it. That's Mondays. And we have some interviews too.
It is on Mondays.
Wait. Hey, no.
Monday.
And you're going to see this thing. Oh, I knocked over a helmet.
Back in time, little Monday.
There we go.
There we go. As said by Jeff, there we go. All right. Well, fantastic.
I didn't know I had to talk about MM.
Well, you did. And
We
you didn't do horrible this time. I'm very proud of you.
But there's a lot of M's in that.
Yeah, you're probably going to need to be retrained.
I gotta practice this. If we're gonna talk about it every time we're on, I gotta practice talking about it.
Yeah.
Because people know that we're gonna talk about things, but if they don't know it, then it's not gonna be said, and you have to think about it, and then we'll talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can send your emails to Jeff.
Do it.
At otherworldlyculture.com.
Wait, where is
Hey,
it?
get ready.
Wait.
There it is. There it is, everybody. Woo! He waits all show for that.
So send your stuff
Let
to me.
Just test something.
And here's the thing about it.
I just wanted to make sure that was on the ready this time.
And here's the thing about that
Yeah.
email address. So this for season 10,
Well,
The season. Oh, that's the thing. Season 9. I am the season 9 champion.
Yeah.
So we're going into season 10. I got a
it
lot.
took you a while to say that.
I got a lot of congratulations after I won. So I had to clear those out. So let's just
that was shock.
No.
There was.
No. So here we go. So I just want to bring up a few things about Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. So I did see 1, didn't see 2, saw 3 on Tim's recommendation.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Because most people, a lot of people are doing revisionist history now and saying, oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 wasn't that bad. Watch it again. Watch it again. It isn't that great either, folks. What Nightmare on Elm Street 2, to its credit, it tries to do something new with Freddy.
Yeah, but
Right? But it was a little too far.
it was.
You didn't see it, Jeff.
But I
was a little-
trust you, Tim.
Okay. It was a little too far from what the character was. In Dream Warriors, they kind of establish what Freddy becomes throughout the rest of the movies.
And what he was in the first movie.
It builds on that, but more of he's an omnipotent god when you're in dreams, and he can do whatever he wants.
And if you know what omnipotent means, power to you. I don't. So just take Tim's word for it.
It means all powerful, like me.
Why can't you just say all powerful then? Why do you have to sound so super smart? So back to the show. So this is a Nightmare on Elm
Back
Street.
to the show, everybody.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Trace Locos. That's a bar. That's a restaurant here in Muskego. Or you can have Trace Leche Cake, which is
I just
very
noticed some of the videos I put in there from other Nightmare on Elm Street.
good. So don't even watch those. So here's the thing. It's called Dream Warriors. It's in 1987. It was rated R. It's an hour and 36 minutes long.
What was Johnny B. Good R-rated? Because they had the boobies in there.
Yes.
Okay.
But here's the thing. An hour and 36 is actually the perfect amount of time for this movie.
Oh, yeah.
If it was 137, If it was 135, 136, they nailed it on the head. Now, here's what I have to say.
I'll put the 10 up right now.
No, what timer? That's for trivia.
No, I said the 10.
Oh, you didn't get 10 on this. So here's the thing. I have some beefs about this, all right? I have some beefs.
These are sure to be ridiculous.
Look at this. Yeah, he's ridiculous. And the Cubs are going down.
There's
so
a nightmare.
I'm telling you right now, when the Cubs get through their part of it and the Brewers get through their part and they meet. Okay. So here we go. Here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to bell myself, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to call bullshit a couple times. First of all, there you go. That one sounds a little bit better.
I don't know.
My wife has actually got a bell. You know that? When we got married, she's got a bell for like when she
Get back to the subject.
Wait. But
Get back to the subject.
when she wants like a refill, she's like,
Oh, God.
anyways. So back to the movie. So A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, 1987. It's an R-rated movie. It's an hour and 36 minutes
We're
long.
going through all that again? We're starting over?
Well, when I read a book.
What is this? Is this Mario Brothers 3 where if you lose a life, you go back to the
No,
start?
well, kind of, because when I read a book and I stop, hopefully I didn't go too far because I got to go back and reread it so I know where I'm at. But so
You must love Hemingway.
I don't read. Well, I did. You know what? I didn't read, but I listened to Man of the Sea, or what was that
That's
called?
Old Man Sea.
Yeah, I listened to that when I was cutting grass. But anyways, so back to this whole thing. All right, so Nightmare on Elm Street, blah, blah, blah. So here's the thing. I've got two things that I'm calling bullshit on. Okay. Two of them. First of all, this.
The tear on the one kid.
Yes.
Okay, so that
Wait, do you guys see this?
so much. There's a little tear on his face because some people still listen on audio.
Oh, that's
and
right.
that's
Thank you.
because the silent character, the mute character, whose name you certainly didn't look up or know. It's Joey.
Yeah, Rodney Eastman.
Yeah. I could have said any of those names up there.
But you wouldn't do that to me. But they put a
But
teardrop on him like he was in prison at one time.
Teardrop
Come
on
on.
him in one scene, and I noticed that this time watching it.
I noticed it
last
right
two
away.
times as well. I'm like, why? It doesn't make any sense.
But then after that scene, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's.
Well, maybe you washed his face.
But here's the thing. That's where I'm a little different when it comes to movies.
You're not a little bit different.
I pick things out.
No, you're weird when you watch movies.
So anyways.
He came over here to watch this.
I had to.
He is sitting there looking up anything that goes across the screen to try to find facts that are wrong instead of enjoying the entertainment that's being presented.
So I still.
This is why he's scared when there's loud drums in the sound.
Yes.
Because he's
God.
looking down. He's like, where did that come from? Where did it come from?
So
there's a movie up front in front of you. Things happen during the film.
I'll get to my second bullshit point in a
It
minute.
must take you 3 hours to watch a 1 hour movie.
No, it really doesn't. But here's the thing, though. But I'll get to my second bullshit thing in a minute. So the other thing is, well, no, I don't want to tell that right now. But yes, the beginning of this movie is very haunting. The music that they're playing, she's playing with glue, she's building stuff, and you're like, oh my. Well, she is. I mean,
well, do you know what that sounds like? Okay.
Like she's sniffing glue.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. But listen to this, though. When was the last time, Tim? Well, I guess in '88, people were still using Elmer's glue because I don't see Elmer's glue anywhere anymore.
Oh my God.
Do you use Elmer's glue?
Go out during back to school time. That's the number one.
But here's the thing: I used Elmer's glue when I was a kid, but I don't remember. I used it, but I didn't use it. I don't remember using it.
Just so everybody knows, he is referencing a shot of an Elmer's glue bottle that was on the screen for approximately 4 seconds.
That's how I work.
And that is his review is on the shot of the Elmer's glue bottle.
But it is haunting because I think back to Elmer's glue days. But did you ever do that when you put the Elmer's glue on your fingers and you peeled it off? You did that. You had to have.
Yeah, that's how I committed a lot of my crimes.
Okay, so back to the movie. So I don't want to talk about my second bullshit thing yet, but this movie, for me, this was a good movie. And I'm not going to bury the lead and make you think, what does Jeff think of it? I thought it was a very good movie because I can look past the eye drop. I can look past other things, and I can say that. But I can say that it was a good first, second, third act. I can say it was a good story for me.
Keeps moving.
For me, it's all about the story. Collector, that just was stupid. Like Roar, come on. It was unique, but come on. What about that one? The one with the Conjuring. Oh my God. But this actually, you can put the pieces together like a Lego set or something. You can put it together. And maybe because it's a slasher, maybe because it's an 80s movie, it kind of calls me a little bit.
It fit for you.
It fit for me.
Okay.
It fit like a glove. But
you did laugh when the skeleton comes out.
We're going to talk about that.
That cracked me up.
Wait, there are 3 bullshit parts. The second bullshit part is the skeleton of Freddy. It's a skeleton, right?
Yeah.
Why would a skeleton have a glove with claw hands on it? It would not. It would just have fingers like any other skeleton. Why would this have a glove on it?
So you know it's Freddy.
But that's not right. You should just know it's Freddy. You don't have to have a glove on it. The glove, when they burned him up, the glove, and by the way, if they burned him up, how are there any bones? Wait a second. I'm going to start taking some points off. If they burned him up, how are there any bones? It should just be dust.
Oh, not necessarily. They didn't do a very good job.
Probably not. So
did you look? The bigger question is where they laid those bones to rest, which I'm not going to get into other than the odds of them still being around until all these kids are 18 years old. Pretty suspect. But it makes for a great location for that showdown to occur.
Correct. I did like the claymation in this because remember, folks,
it wasn't claymation.
It was animatronics. What is it?
Stop motion.
Stop motion.
You keep telling me to do stop motion animations for you.
Here, stop motion. Stop motion. All right. So here's the thing, though. The thing about it,
ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening on audio, you need to We'll put the timestamp
On
in
YouTube?
the notes someplace. Yeah.
So, anyways,
Oh, yeah.
but back to the stop motion.
Yeah.
Remember, this is 1988. There's no CGI. So what they did in this movie was actually very good. I thought that what they did was great because they didn't know CGI.
Yeah.
So what they did was great. Just like with Star Wars, what they did with that was great because there was no CGI then. Actually, I think the Star Wars with CGI is worse, but that's another story for another day. So this whole story, so here's what's going on. So these kids are having problems with Freddy being in their dreams. Oh, I was going to get you. But it's because, well, you're going to find this out, but you're not going to find this out, but I'm not going to spoil it. But so their parents killed Freddy, okay? So he's coming back to get the last of the kids.
That is a spoiler.
No, you figure that out not knowing anything. Okay, well, anyways,
my God.
so Freddy's in all their...
I'm not going to spoil it. The one thing that I was like, okay, don't say that.
But-
he blurts right out.
But anyways, but if you haven't seen this since 87, then you're like me and you should have seen it
yeah,
already.
you should get out. Well, nobody that's listening to your review is going to run out.
True. But here's the thing. Maybe they might. But listen to this. Here's another thing about this. Here. So they're coming after these kids. Yeah. Freddy is very aggressive in this movie where he's a lot more vocal and there's a lot more catchphrases.
And that's the main criticism that most horror fans have is this was the last scary Nightmare on Elm Street because after this it gets to be more and more of these funny little phrases that he says. This movie, it still is scary.
It is.
But you can see it leaning toward the camp.
You can. And you can see that.
Campy.
And it honestly reminded me of like Three's Company when Mr. Roper would look into the screen and he would be like breaking that fourth wall or whatever.
Right.
It was kind of cool because he takes the one girl, and I'm going to tell this, I don't care. And he puts her head into the TV and he goes, "Welcome to prime time, bitch." And I mean, he uses bitch a lot. So I think Robert Englund has got something with that word.
In the case with her, she was in fact.
No, she was kind of nice. Anyways.
But yes, a lot of the criticism of the Friday the 13th from horror fans is it started to get a little too funny.
It did.
And keep in mind, 1988, this is the height of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and that stuff. And Arnold Schwarzenegger always said something funny before he killed some, stick around.
I'll be back.
I'll kill you last. I lied. All of that stuff.
Get me a sandwich.
Was happening at the same time. So they really kind of leaned into that. What I always say about this movie, though, is this is the movie why those sequels could exist. First of all, it was very popular. One of the most popular in...
I agree.
It might be the most popular in the whole series. Well, the first one, generally, a lot of people really like because it's the most unfettered.
Correct. No, correct.
Okay.
I know what fettered means.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm thinking of like the movie Saw.
But this movie kind of set up that all the other films could happen. And, here are the rules for how this is going to go. Because they really hadn't established rules too much. They had just had this one-off and thought that was going to be it. And because of this movie, that brought one after another. I think they ended up with 8 or 9 in the series. So I really like this movie because it also draws a lot from the same type of information that Dreamscape had. Mm-hmm. Where if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. And Dreamscape had that. This set of movies had it. But this movie really expanded that. What happens in the dream world stuff.
Correct. I believe you. I'm saying correct because I believe you, because I don't really know, but I correct.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something before I finish up my review.
Yeah.
But I have a little bit to say, but then I'll finish it up. But first of all, let me say a little bit, then I'll do that because it's more like a sandwich then, because I'll say a little bit, Tim will say a little bit, and then I'll finish up. So.
Well, we got DVP.
A piece of bread right now. So what happens is that there's some people that get killed and all this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then the next thing, so now the meat, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So Do you think with all these movies that have this resurgent, aka I Know What You Did Last Summer, do you think there will be a start over of Nightmare on Elm Street?
Well, they actually did do it one time already with Jackie Earle Haley playing Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
It was... I don't know if it was better or worse received than the redo of Friday the 13th that they did relatively at the same time. What they did in that movie is they said, okay, we're not going to do any of the comedy. That was a Robert Englund thing. We're going to make him creepy again. And I think what happened is the fans of Freddy Krueger, as much as they complained about those comedy elements, I think they missed it.
Okay.
I think they missed it when they rebooted it. I think, unlike a lot of other movie monsters, this one is very personality-based, and a lot of it is the acting of Robert Englund.
Okay.
And I think he brought a lot to the role. So I'm not ruling it out that they take another whack at it. I mean, this movie franchise made a ton.
That's what I'm
of
saying.
money.
That's what I'm getting at.
It made a ton of money. So if somebody thinks they can make a ton of money, they got a neat idea for it. But they sure didn't have it for that reboot. They had a, let's give this a try. Let's throw it out there. I think there's another good Nightmare on Elm Street movie out there waiting to happen. But with the passing of Wes Craven, I'm not quite sure what's going on with the rights to it. And I don't know that a lot of people are craving it without Robert Englund. He's got this franchise so much. So I really don't know.
So a quick piece of trivia before I get into my last point, and then we'll get on to DVP. That in the first movie, so this is the first time in number 3 where he's referred to as Freddy. So in the first movie, it was just Fred. This is the first time he's actually referred to as Freddy Krueger. Yep. So anyway,
I think the second movie they call it like Freddy's Back or something like that.
I don't know about that. So anyways, and then
somebody was reading all the IMDb trivia. So
I want
this is
to.
where Jeff gets this.
I want to give my third BS thing, and I was gonna earlier on because I didn't really care about spoilers.
Go ahead. We know.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it. I just want to pass by it. Let's just put it this way. The ending to me was a little shocking. I didn't expect to happen what happened in the ending. Because I don't think...
Thank you for not spoiling that. Because people that haven't seen it...
I don't think that was fair. And we'll just leave it at that, okay?
Okay.
So then, let me give you my rating on this.
Well, no, we do DVP before the grading.
DVP!
Here it comes.
How do we come up with Dick Van Patten?
You came up with this.
Really?
You came up with this.
Oh my God, one spot?
I made a one-stop jump. John Saxon, who plays the father of Heather Langenkamp's Nancy.
Yes.
He was in a Western that Dick Van Patten was in called Joe Kidd. It's a Clint Eastwood movie.
Holy cow,
because
really?
John Saxon played a lot of heavies, a lot of bad guys. And
wow.
And Dick Van Patten, a lot of times he played like a shopkeeper in the West.
Fantastic.
So I was like, oh, this is awesome. I have a feeling this Joe Kidd's going to connect us more than once because Clint Eastwood's been in so much stuff. So this is another one I'm not throwing that poster away.
Bravo, Tim. Bravo. See,
I was very proud of that.
When I think of Dick Van Patten, I only think of 8 is Enough. That's really all I think.
8 is Enough and Disney movies. One Disney movie after another.
All right. So,
all right, give me a grade.
I wonder if you have an idea of what this grade's going to be. Do you have a solid? I mean,
honestly, I thought this was going to be a high grade.
Even for me,
not giving it a 10.
No,
I'm a little upset.
No, I can't. So you put this on the same level as Jaws and The Thing? I
think in my universe it's a 9.
Wow.
It's a solid 9. because it keeps moving.
It
does. Doesn't have a slow part. And I watched the movie twice in 4 days, and I was still enjoying it. Usually, if I got to watch a movie twice in a short period of time like that, I really hate it.
Like Jaws, what if you have to watch that twice in 4 days?
That I have done, and I like it.
Think about me. I watched the thing 30 days in a row.
Yeah, you're a different level.
So horror movie wise, you know what? Again, I can be nitpicky, but I can also appreciate a good show from beginning to end. Yeah. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8. Yep.
That's solid. That's about as much as I could ask. It is a slasher film, which I know you kind of like.
I do. I really do. So there you go, Tim.
An 8. There. I almost forgot to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm so busy getting the paperwork ready here. Because do you know what comes next, Jeffy?
We have a new part of this. You got to tell people what's going on.
No,
I'm excited about this.
We don't have to tell people stuff. It is time for our trivia. For those of you that are new to the show, what we do is Jeff will read 3 statements. 2 of them are true, and 1 is false. I will do the same thing, and then we're going to guess which is what. Also, what Jeff is going to do is not be in the shot. Oh, no, it was me this time. I'm out of the shot.
I'm always looking the other way, Tim. Tim, I'm always looking the other way. You know that.
I got to do something with that. All right. Are you going first or am I?
You should go first. You reviewed first.
All right. So I'm reading my things to you.
Where's the timer?
The timer will come once it's time for you to
It's only for me. It's only for me, folks.
Yeah. Because Jeff sometimes takes 30, 40 minutes.
But seriously,
of deliberation time, we're going to put about a timer. It just goes too long.
Okay, that's right. But it'll be an audio one. It'll be an audio one.
You'll see.
Well, I don't want to see your stuff.
You'll see what it does.
All right.
All right. Let me start with these. God, you're always so jumpy. All right.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just telling you. Okay. Chuck Russell, the director of this film, also directed The Blob, which we've seen on this on the show. But went on to direct an action film in India.
What was the name of it?
I'm just reading this to you.
All right.
Next, Alice Cooper performed the closing title song in this movie. And the third one, Patricia Arquette played a character that received messages in her dreams in a television series later in her career.
Okay.
And we start the clock now.
Is there a clock to look at?
It's coming. There it goes.
Can I look at the clock?
You can look at the clock.
So wait, I only have till that long before I can answer the question?
Here we go.
Oh, shoot. All right, so...
It's coming soon.
So Judas Priest did the final song. Patricia Arquette. And then the Chucky.
It's Alice Cooper.
The false one, I got it.
What?
Wait, what if it expires? Alice Cooper is false.
Alice Cooper is false.
Yes, because it's Dokken. There we go, baby.
You got it right.
The chick even wears a Dokken t-shirt in the movie. Come on, you got to know Dokken.
I had a chance to say Alice Cooper in the show
for
my brother. So there it is.
Here's the thing, though. I got to know because you didn't answer me, but I got to know.
What?
So do I have until it runs out, and then if I don't answer before it runs out,
you have what I deem you get.
Yeah, but
that's what
if it runs out to 0, am I done?
You're done. You have to make.
Okay, so I got to do it by 1 second. I got you.
Well, so I'll give you a little.
But I got that in.
But I don't want 5 minutes anymore. Jim.
But I got that in, right?
You did.
That's what she said. Okay, let's go.
Go. Go.
Oh, do you get a timer also?
Just get going. My God.
Uma Thurman's half cousin, once removed, is Swedish soccer player Max von Schlagenberg. On that same note, Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. are also related and are second cousins twice removed. Hall's father and Robert Downey Jr.'s aunt are siblings. And even though third question, even though in the opening credits it reads introducing Uma Thurman, she's actually had her debut in an earlier movie.
Okay, I even said in my review that I didn't think. Well,
yeah, I better start that.
I said even in my review that I didn't think it was Uma Thurman's very first movie, even though it said introducing. A lot of times that's due to when they release these things. I wouldn't be surprised that Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. are related. That would explain why he put Robert Downey Jr. in the movie he directed with him and could actually afford him. So I'm going to say it's that last one. What was the last one?
About Uma Thurman's cousin, half cousin is...
Yeah, I think Schlaumenberger or
That's
whatever,
fake?
that's a fake name.
You're wrong.
Really?
Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. are not related at all.
Really?
Yep. I set that up pretty good, I thought.
A name like Schlaumenberger?
Yeah. He played for the Swedish national team. He actually played in the United
Really?
States for a while. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
My God.
And
How much did his childhood suck? Right?
I guess.
I mean, he's walking around with that hung around his neck.
Hey, let me show you the spelling though. It's got that Uber burger on it.
Oh, he's got an umlaut? You didn't even come close to pronouncing this name
But
right.
you wouldn't have got it even. I would pronounce it.
Schlebrugge.
Okay, there you go. You wouldn't have got it. If I would have said Schleburger, you would have got it.
I probably would have thought that's
Okay.
a lie anyway. All right. So we're exactly the same.
18
We're
to 20.
exactly the same as we came into the show. You're leading by 2.
There you go. Just
I got all my points based on my superior film skills.
whatever. What the-
And Jeff is just a better liar than me because I'm a very honest person.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we got next week?
I'm just telling you what it is. Now, let's take a look at what we have coming next week here
oh my
on
god,
the
that looks
show.
awful.
It's going to be wonderful for you. You know what? I do agree. This looks terrible.
You get Rocky in this. Come on.
Okay.
You get Sly.
What is this? Indie racing?
Yes.
Okay. I give you something much better called
No.
The Stuff.
That looks awful. That looks utterly awful.
You're going to love it. And you'll probably be thanking me for hours after you watch this movie.
Oh my god! You know what I'm gonna get some Oreo double stuffs and eat it.
And that's
during-
coming October 23rd, which is very close to my birthday. So I expect a lot of
accolades,
and
Gifts.
kissing my ass. Yeah.
gifts.
That too, sure.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Now, remember, coming up later this week, I got to believe it. We are going to have Dead On movie reviews, and that's going to have Mike Cieslik, Susie McIntyre, Tracy DeLeon, and Tim Kretschmann. That's going to be completely unhinged.
It is.
It's going to be really crazy.
You get
Everybody
two
should
women on a
check
show.
it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're going to get
You have to
so
hit the
much
mute
trouble.
button.
Monday.
And
Yes!
of course, coming on next Monday is another Monday Mayhem with McIntyre and Miller. You're not going to want to miss it. Every show, they don't know what they're going to do.
No.
Why should you?
We're gonna interview Jennifer Batista.
Baptist.
Same thing. Starts with a B.
Baptist.
Starts with an A and starts with a B. Ends with an A.
Okay.
She's very beautiful though. Damn.
Yeah, you guys are lucky to get that put together.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Susie.
Yeah, Susie put that all together. So we're at the end of the show. I'm supposed to read something. I don't know where I put it.
Like you don't know after 9 seasons what you say. I could. Do it.
Well, you know what? We've had some problems with the feeds. I should mention this at this point. And I had to rebuild like most of the feeds. I think I got most of that. You can follow the show for sure on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, Spotify, YouTube.
That way, I see.
Not sure about TuneIn. TuneIn has stopped taking podcasts for some reason. And they have kind of like maybe we'll update it, maybe we won't going on with the others. So I don't know what's going on there. I have a number of trouble tickets in, which I'm sure is making them a huge fan.
Fire them.
But yeah, but we hope that you check us out and that you subscribe to all the Otherworldly Culture podcasts. We're over time. We had some problems here, but we are. It's time to close the crypt and call it a game, because if it's sports,
You know this. What the heck?
if it's sports,
Oh, it's a home run.
it's a home run. If it's horror, run home. We're dead on the bases, and we'll see you next time.
Otherworldlyculture.com.
Season 9 champion.
Yeah, hundreds of people are grabbing that domain. They're like,
I should get that before they get it and have them buy it for me.
yeah, that's a money maker.
How do they know that's not a domain? Or
That and crypto. You should go into both.
Cryptosporidian?
Good night, Jeff.
Good night, Jeff. 1990s in Milwaukee. Gotta love it.